More news coming in this morning. We're getting you all the details as far as the crucial poll bond hearing case in Supreme Court of India is concerned. The SBI, the State Bank of India, has justified the delay, still collating the data. Anonymity of donors is inbuilt. List of poll bond donors in a sealed cover. Listen in.
Bracket 1, bracket A of the Constitution. Full stop. The amendments which were introduced by the Finance Act 2017 to the provisions of the Companies Act 2013, permitting unlimited funding of political parties by corporate entities, were held to be arbitrary and violative of Article 14 of the Constitution. Full stop. Next para. In order to give full effect to the judgment which was rendered by the Constitution Bench, this court directed the State Bank of India, footnote SBI, which was the authorized bank to deal with electoral bonds under the electoral bond scheme, to submit details of the electoral bonds purchased by the contributors and redeemed by political parties between 12 April 2019, into brackets, the date on which an interim order was passed by this court directing the Election Commission of India, footnote ECI, to collect details of the contributions, bracket, till 15 February 2024, bracket, the date of the judgment. Full stop. This court directed SBI to submit the following details by 6 March 2024 to the ECI. A. Details of each electoral bond purchased, including the date of purchase, the name of the purchaser, and the denomination of the electoral bond, semicolon, and B, details of each electoral bond redeemed by political parties, including the date of encashment and the denomination of the electoral bond. Stop. The ECI was directed to collate the information which was to be submitted by the SBI and publish it on its website by 13 March 2024. Stop. The directions of this court are extracted below, colon, आप copy कर लीजिए, para 219 at page 76. Right. Para.
Lord, it's 221, page 76 of the application.
The SCC has a, all right, आप ऐसा कर लीजिए, ये para ऐसा है 219, 221 जो भी आप ले लीजिए. It may be on SCC online, it's 221. The para begins with the words, in view of our discussion above.
Yes.
Okay, the following directions are issued, and the last word which you will copy down is the purchaser's account. ठीक है? SBI filed a miscellaneous application before this court 2 days before the expiry of the deadline, seeking an extension of time until 30 June 2024 for complying with the directions. Full stop. The petitioners before this court dash Association for Democratic Reforms and the Communist Party of India bracket Marxist bracket dash instituted contempt proceedings, instituted a petition invoking the contempt jurisdiction of this court against SBI for an alleged willful disobedience of the order of this court. Full stop. In support of the application by SBI, I've heard Mr. Harish Salve, Learned Senior Counsel. Full stop. Mr. Salve submitted that the information which was which was received by the SBI was maintained in two separate silos and were maintained with the utmost secrecy so as to fulfill the core purpose of the electoral bond scheme. Full stop. Learned Counsel submitted that if the disclosure is to be made of the information required to be submitted by SBI to ECI in the separate silos which are referred to in B and C of the operative directions, there would be no difficulty in SBI doing so, which, it has been indicated, would be completed within 3 weeks. However, it has been submitted that the difficulty of SBI arose since it construed the directions of this court in requiring it to carry out a matching exercise to match the donor details, the donor and bond details with the corresponding details pertaining to encashment by political parties. Full stop. While evaluating the submission which has been made on behalf of SBI, a reference to some of the key aspects of the scheme would be in order at this stage. Full stop.